Welcome to our presentation for employers about the Maryland Unemployment Insurance Modernization Project. We'll be providing some brief technical information during the webinar. And before we do that, we'll actually give you some technical information and housekeeping. So I'm going to turn this over to John. Yeah, John, if you want to take us through the technical information, please.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. So everyone right now is in listen-only mode during this presentation, or you are automatically using your computer audio. If you do not have computer speakers, you may dial in using the numbers that were given in the announcement or the numbers that are on the slide right now. And I'm also posting in the chat window the numbers to call in. The number is 1-646-588-8656 or 1-877-369-0926. Or the webinar, and the webinar number is 794-551-617. So you can use any of those numbers to dial in.
Thank you, John. Just to note, this presentation is being recorded, and we will be posting it on the website that you see there on your screen sometime in the next few days. So if you want to go back and review the presentation, or if you have others that you work with that might want to see this, they can go to that website and watch it there.
Thank you, Paul. Welcome, and thank you again for participating in this presentation. My name is Jim McVicker, and I'm the Director of the Tax Unit for our Unemployment Insurance Division. The purpose of today's meeting is try to give you an early look or a sneak preview of what's happening with our modernization for unemployment insurance. We're going to try to give you some preliminary information about preparing for the system going live in May of 2018. You're probably asking yourself, what's the purpose of this project? Well, what we hope to gain from it is, first of all, an integrated system between tax, benefit payments, and our appeal system, which we hope to improve our customer service. With automation, we intend to eliminate a lot of manual labor-intensive processes. Because we're able to do it electronically, the data is a lot more accurate. It also provides enhanced security and privacy. There's going to be real-time applications as part of this. You'll be able to register your account and expect to get an employer account number in, if need be, file your tax return at the same time. The system will improve our maintenance and support. We're going to be reducing our costs for not only for the state of Maryland, but also we hope to reduce the costs for you, the employer. And we're going to be implementing some common technical standards. Scott Lucas is going to give you an overview of what the modernization means for you, the employer.
Good afternoon. One of the key components to the new system will be the self-service portal. And through this portal, we'll be able to streamline, employers will be able to streamline operations by eliminating many of our paper form processing that we currently have. Employers will be able to create a service account in the portal with a username and password. You can apply for an unemployment insurance account with same-day access, use real-time maintenance capabilities, uploading power of attorney agreements, updating addresses. Currently, the power of attorney agreements are done by paper, and you can go into this portal to upload those. You can submit merger and acquisition information. Currently, we have a transfer paper form for that, but now it can be done through the portal. You can file separation information for your clients, for your employees. You can view benefit charge and tax rate information. You can access account information. You can view prior filings of prior quarters, prior tax rates. You can actually facilitate some communication with the agency. You can simply ask a question through this portal. And you also can enter and submit wages in several different types of formats. And I'm going to pass this along to Harish. He'll be able to give you some more details on this functionality.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Harish Kumar. I'm the functional lead for this project that is going on here. So on top of what Scott said, some of the other customized tools that will be available online will be, you'll be able to maintain your accounts online, meaning you can submit your updated address information, you update your contact information, update owner officer information if that is changed. You'll also be able to see all the activity that is happening on your account. So if you submit your wages, you'll be able to see when those wages were submitted and what happened with those wages and your outstanding amounts that are due, and things like that. One of the biggest change that this system is going to facilitate for you is the calculating of the taxable wages. So we're taking away the burden of the employers or users doing the calculations of taxable wages. All you have to do is come in, select the quarter for which you're submitting the wages, and provide the individual SSN level details of the gross wages that are paid to individual SSN. Once you do that and the system performs some basic edits, the system will calculate the taxable wages and then display you the amount dues for those quarters. Once those are done, you'll also be able to make payments online too. Few of the several payment methods that we are going to support in the new system are make payments by ACH debits, where you can provide your routing numbers and account information and tell the system to deduct that money from your bank accounts. And this will be done through the standard NACHA formats that we have. We also will be able to submit payments via ACH credits and credit cards. So, the system will take that information and process it in a secure way. And once the information is processed, it will give you a confirmation number that your payment has been processed, and it's going to apply those payments to your debts too. So you don't have to select, I want this payment to go here and there. There are specific hierarchy rules in there where the system's, going to uptake those payments and apply them to your account as appropriate. Additional features are, pre-scheduling the payments. So, you don't have to, you can always come in and then schedule your payments to be deducted on a certain date of your, quarter. So you'll be able to select a date and say, on this day, go ahead and, deduct that money from my account, and system will wait until that day. And then when the day arrives, it will, process the payment appropriately. As an additional features, you'll also be able to file for wages early enough in the quarter too. And like I said, the owner officer information and any additional account maintenance features, will be available to you. Any correspondences or notifications that are sent to you will also be available for you all to, access them via, electronic format. So you will be able to log into your portal and see all the notices or correspondences that are sent to you as an electronic copy of that as well. The next slide is going to give you a little bit more information specifically about how you file wages online. So currently the system supports, the new system is going to support you 4 different ways of submitting wages. The very first one is called manually submitting wages, where you can come into the system and key in all the SSN level details. We call that as an online entry. So you can log onto the screen and then provide all the SSN details and go through a wizard process where you submit all the information. If you have used the system before, or have submitted wages in the prior quarters, you'll also be able to copy those from the previous quarters. So if the SSN information is not changing, you can just select copy the Q1 of 2017 wages and then provide the new wages in wage information for the most recent quarters. We are also going to support wage filing via upload functionality. So the system will be able to process one of those 4 file formats over there: the CSV, XMLs, ISSA, and EFW2s. So these are the four file formats that you will be able to submit the information through upload files. So you'll create the files and you'll upload them to the system, and the system will process those files. So you don't necessarily have to key in everything. So employers who are currently set up by FTPE process, you will be able to continue to have access to that process, where you will be submitting as one of those 4 files that are listed out there through FTP as well, and system will process that And once the file is processed, you will get an email alert saying that, the file that you submitted has been processed, and if it was, accepted or rejected by the system. If it is rejected, it will tell you specific reasons on why it's rejected and what is it that you need to look and correct. New employers who need access to this, the current protocols that are set up by the agency, you'll continue to do the same, where you'll request access to FTP, and once you have access to it, you'll be able to submit one of these files through FTP as well. I'm going to turn it over to Scott to give you additional information about, go lives and other transitioning planning that you have to do.
Thank you, Rich. So our go live date, we're scheduled for May of 2018. And since we have some new file formats, we want to make sure we have plenty of time to do testing. So we've set aside the second half of 2017, July through December, that we'll give employers opportunity to actually test on our new system. You can actually send in a file. We can actually validate it. If it is successful, then we can pass it. If not, you can actually resubmit it. So we want to make sure everybody can have a successful submission. Next slide is going to talk about the website where you can get more information on this process.
Thank you, Scott. It's important that, first of all, thank you again for participating in this, our presentation, but we want you to stay up to date on getting information on this particular project. So looking at the URL for the website, please check in occasionally with that website to get any new information that's coming through. Eventually, we're going to ask you to provide us with your email address so that we can electronically send you updates for things like testing and any new changes that are coming through. So if you have any questions, please send your questions to the email address there, or give us a call. And again, thank you for participating in this demonstration, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you very much. That ends our presentation. I just want to reiterate Jim's comment about checking the website. I would encourage you to put that in your browser and bookmark it so you can come back to it easily, perhaps once a month at a minimum, and we'll continue to use that as the main site for providing updated information about the modernization project. Do send us or call in your questions, and thank you very much.